Okay, so we're not out of the woods just yet, but I think I may have saved the kitten. Now, he obviously did have all the signs of dying. I thought he was dead when I picked him up because he was hypothermic, like dead cold. He was barely breathing. He was limp. He was so weak he could barely move. And I cuddled him up in the blanket. I couldn't keep him warm. There's no point in cuddling him up in the blanket because there's no warmth in the blanket to warm him up. So then I thought to myself, what do they do with preemie babies? Well, they incubate them, don't they? So I did something quite possibly kind of disgusting because the mother had given up on him, so he wasn't cleaned. So he was kind of left to one side by Tammy. So he was still smelly and stuff. But I put him under my top and used my body warmth to try and keep him warm. You know, just so he's more comfortable as he dies. But what I didn't expect was that he'd start moving more. He started meowing. This was after about 45 minutes maybe of doing this. And I could feel a tiny bit of heat. And I thought maybe, okay, that might just be like just a slight heat just from my body heat, just directly on him. Do you know what I mean? But by the sound of his meows, it actually had Tammy jump up into the bed as if she knew that that kitten was alive. So I put him back down in the bed beside her. I tried to, he was still very weak. Anytime he tried to get to a teat, he'd give up and go limp. But then he'd try again for a couple of seconds and then kind of fall again. But then he'd try again and again. And he did this over and over. And it was just like, Jesus Christ, this kitten is a fighter. And then, to my utter amazement, Tammy started cleaning him. And that's when I knew this kitten might actually have a chance. Now, he's still finding it very difficult to find a teat because he's still a little bit weak, but I felt him there only a few minutes ago and he's pretty much almost as warm as the others. And that's given me a lot of hope. I think the reason why he's finding it so difficult to find a teat is because he's so much smaller than the others, than the other three. What kills me is that I could have done this with the kitten last night, but I can't keep on saying that to myself because like this may have just been a freak thing where it was just coincidence. I don't know, but like I honestly doubt it because that kitten was dying. I know a dying kitten when I see one. I've seen my fair share of kitten litters from just growing up and even from Tammy. I know what a dying kitten looks like. We're not out of the woods just yet. I want to keep on checking on him to make sure that his heat is still going up and he's still moving. And unfortunately, I haven't taken the dead kitten out of the bed yet because Tammy had pulled him over to her and is still kind of attached to him. But I think the sooner I take him out, the better, or else the more upset she'll get because cats do feel sadness, and I think I'll end up prolonging the grief if I leave the kitten in there much longer, really. And also before he starts to smell, to be fair. Like, I didn't let him die in my arms last night. I did put him back in with Tammy after I made the video, just so she can have him to see if she cleaned him anymore. She didn't clean him anymore. She knew he was dying, but she did cuddle into him. Like, she did hold on to him as he died. So at least that's something, you know, at least he did have that comfort from someone or something. Do you know what I mean? I'm just so happy that I may have saved kitten. I just can't believe it. That it was something so simple as body heat. And it didn't even occur to me, like, incubation. hypothermia is at the end of life, that's mainly the cause of death. Do you know what I mean? When the organs start shutting down and when the blood stops pumping as fast, you start getting cold and hypothermic. But being warmed up, it'll it'll start the blood flowing again. I'm such an idiot. Well, at least I know, at least if anybody sees this video, I can, you don't know this information for yourself. And I'm hoping Tammy won't have to have any more kittens anyway. We're going to be getting her done after after all these kittens are gone and she stopped lactating and stuff like that. So she won't have any more kittens after this. But if anybody sees this video and you have cats who have kittens and there is one that's dying, body heat apparently can possibly save a kitten. Get the blood flowing again and possibly restart the central nervous system. And I can't believe, like, I'm absolutely over the moon. Like, I'm so happy. As I was bawling this morning when I was on the phone to my husband, I was like beside myself. I was like, I'm holding on to him now, and I'm keeping him warm under my top and against my chest, and like, I thought that was all I could do, and then I felt his breathing speed up a bit, and I was just like, hang on a sec. Anyway, so I'm going to shut up now, and I'm going to keep on checking him like pretty much every 10 minutes, and I'll probably check in a couple of hours here to let you know if he's still alive. I know it sounds morbid, but it is what it is. Sometimes they don't make it through, and sometimes it could be too weak to suckle on the teeth, therefore they'll die of starvation, which sucks. But maybe I can go down to the pet shop today, and just in case that happens and you can't get teeth, maybe I can get some of that newborn cat milk to feed him myself, and I'll be up for late night feeds and shit. Oh my god, it's going to be back to that again. Anyway, my battery is dying, so I better go. Slán!